taking a while, isn't it? All right, there, everybody. How is everybody doing? Hope you're all doing good. Shauno's just gone off camera. He's back again. He's with me again.
No, I had a visitor, so I had to.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm going to sneeze. I'm trying to fight
it. Should I talk while you're trying to sneeze?
No, it's fine. I'll just, if it comes out, it comes out. So today, guys, I think we're going to cover, we're going to cover today. We're going to cover the Arne Slot presser, because I think he's coming for a fair bit of stick for that. And I think this is the first presser he's had where you can kind of tell that it's coming to an end. That's just my opinion, but yeah. And then we'll have a look at the what's gone on with what's gone on with the game at the weekend and what we're looking forward to, if we're looking forward to the game tomorrow. But yeah, man, like how are you? Oh, he's gone. I was gonna say, how are you doing?
I'm grand. It's just the dog is now wanting to get out. I'm fine. I'm obviously it's Paddy's Day, so I thought I'd be a little bit patriotic, although I don't really do anything for Paddy's Day. You know, I'm Irish. I'm more Irish now than I was yesterday, or I'm as Irish today as I was yesterday and the day before that. So I'm not really a Paddy's Day. Yeah, if I'm out and about, I'll have a pint of Guinness. But if I'm out and about, I'll have a pint of Guinness anyway. So, like, I just, I don't know.
I had a pint earlier of Guinness when we was out. So I think, guys, before we go into the whole shebang today, I think I want to just go over where I've been and what's been going on. I know, like, the members are aware of the situation, but I haven't spoke about it public and stuff like that. So sorry to be like a downer to start the stream off and everything like that, but today we lost my granddad. He was the guy who kept me being able to watch Liverpool when I was a kid, and that when Sky was proper expensive. And I managed to say my thank you to him and everything on Saturday. We got the call on Friday afternoon saying to come down, and he's lasted all the way till this morning. So that's why there was no previews. That's why there's not been any watch-alongs. Well, did you do it? No, we didn't do a watch-along, did we? And when I did my reaction thing the other day, I'd literally just come back from hospital, so I had that at the back of my mind, and I also had the fact that Liverpool were just playing absolutely shite as well. So yeah, we lost him this morning at 10-8, and I wasn't even sure if I was going to do a stream today, but I'd had a drink, and I was like, "Let's do a stream tonight." And Sean's like, "Are you sure? Are you sure?" Like, yeah, we're doing a stream tonight.
He was blaming it on me. He was blaming it on me. He was like, "Yeah, I've just, I've got shit to say. I'll blame on you." And it's Paddy's Day.
So yeah, I'm just gonna, as I said, dedicate this stream to my granddad. If it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be as big as a Liverpool fan as I probably was, because he was the one that got me to watch it and everything when I was a kid. So yeah, thank you, Grandad, for having me watch Liverpool and stuff and keeping me going, especially when I was younger. My mum couldn't afford Sky, so cheers for that, man. And I'll never forget you. So yeah, right, man. After that, I know I don't know how to move on from that, but
how do you move on? Like, honestly,
yeah. Is there anything you want to talk about regarding the game at the weekend? Anything you've not said already? Any fresh thoughts? Anything like that?
Like I'm just fucking fed up.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah.
I
Thanks for the messages, guys. I can see them all. I won't go through them all individually, but I can see them. Thank you for that.
and thank you for the Saint Sean O'Day, Spectre. I'm not too sure if I'm a saint. You should ask a few people first. No, I'm not. Look, it's just depressing, man. It's depressing. It's there's a lot of stuff going on at Liverpool behind the scenes that we don't know about, and I think we're in trouble.
Mm.
When you play a club that are having their worst possible season, are fighting relegation, and it's not just like a fight, it's a real fucking balls deep fight. They are in it. They're absolutely in it. And when you have a side like that celebrating a draw like as if it's a win, and against the reigning champions, and then make insult to injury, having Mr. Team U Brazilian, former Toffee Richarlison score, acting like as if he's fucking, Ronaldo number 9. I mean, he's fucked. I mean, he's shit. And the fact that they equalized, to me, it feels like a loss. I haven't looked at it. I've had to kind of look back and look at the score board or look back on the Premier League table and realize that it was actually a draw. To me, it's a loss.
Yeah, I mean, like, fucking the whole thing regarding some of the comments that have come out as well from some of the players, especially Szoboszlai, like, if we don't get Champions League, I think he's going to push for a move, me. Like, with some of the stuff he came out with when he was like, we're lucky to finish being the conference. I don't know why we are playing this way. We need to wake up. It's like I said in my video, I was like, Slot is paid to find out what the issues are and then pick a side or pick a squad or whatever to, sort it out. And this is the thing where, like, where you see other Liverpool fans and they go, oh, it's not the Liverpool way, it's this and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, fine, whatever, cool, yeah, man, yeah. But it's a transitional season, this, that, and the other. It's like, well, yeah, but surely there should be some signs of improvement over the course of a season if you're transitioning. Do you know what I mean? And it's like I saw a video earlier on today when I was on way back from hospital, and I think it was from Dunk or something, and he was saying how under Slot, Liverpool players have had more time off from practice and training than they ever have. Like if in especially in weeks where there's been like one game, it'd give them up to 3 days off in a row. And sometimes and that sometimes might be like don't help the situation when you're looking at how Liverpool are playing. And we do. I think sometimes like you guys don't know where you expect each other to be, and that's down to probably them not training as much with each other. Like how can you build the bonds and everything like that if you're not practicing?
And I think that's something that I picked up on a couple of times. I'm sure you did before I even brought it up, and I'm sure a lot of our viewers did too. But I'm just looking and the presence, like they have no idea where one person is moving, where the other's moving, and like especially in the left hand side, I've seen McAllister, I've seen Grav, walk into oncoming traffic rather than pass it to the fucking left where they have acres of space. You get in the box and you can create something because you have acres of space to do it, and yet we have no awareness whatsoever at all. And if that's the case where we're not training as much of it as a team as we've done previously under other like Klopp and whatnot, then that's a massive problem.
Yeah.
That's a massive problem. And you would think that at this stage of the season, unless he's taking the fucking piss, he would realize that maybe we need to have more training sessions. Do you know what I mean? Like, otherwise, maybe he's now taking the piss and thinking, oh, well, Feckin' Liverpool aren't going to sack me. It's not the Liverpool way. You know?
Yeah. I mean, I have. Ant says here, wait till you see each presser. I have seen it. I've pulled off some notes and stuff to like go over. Like it's a joke, man. Spect says, could you imagine Sean O'Dunn live stream for the Spurs game? Lucky he didn't know in how bad it was to watch. Ed says, does the Liverpool way mean accepting mediocrity? Then you can't just let things go unchallenged. Spet says it was criminal that Slot took off Rio, knowing he was our only bright spark going forward. 100%, man. 100%.
I could think, just going to what Spectre said, I'd be one of those, live streams on TikTok that you I don't know, you gift someone and you try and wake them up, but I'd be here like this, and the whole game I was finding it difficult to stay awake. I really was. It's fucking boring. There's no edge of the seat type of football. It's all, as people keep saying, pedestrianized. It's all, so disjointed. And like, I know that Carragher had said that, it's a team of individuals. Well, if what Dunk said is right, that they don't train as much as they used to, well, there you have it. There you have it.
I know, man. I've got a couple of articles loaded up here from James Pearce and a few of people from the thing. And they're kind of like, so this first one from James Pearce, I'm not going to read the whole thing out to you. I'm just going to go to the bottom paragraph. But it's titled, Liverpool were shambolic against Spurs and Arne Slot, not Liverpool. Arne Slot cannot afford another game like this.
Who said that? Pearce?
James Pearce.
Ooh.
And he says, I'll leave it here. So it says, there's some quotes there. I'll leave that out. So it goes, Liverpool still have two routes for silverware, the FA Cup and the Champions League. All is not lost. But the sight of fans leaving in their droves, both at 1-0 up, deep into normal time, and after Spurs equalised, was damning. They have seen enough, and you could hardly blame them given the state of what they've seen. Slot hasn't reached the point of no return. He can still turn this round, but the clock is ticking. Liverpool cannot afford another shambles like this one. Which I think that's quite powerful from James Pearce.
It's really unusual for James Pearce, and James, I'm glad that you found a set. I'm glad that you found a pair.
Yeah,
because that's like, you've been demoted on the Athletic. I mean, Ornstein's the boy now, and now you're growing a pair, and maybe that demotion has kind of taken its toll, and maybe you realize, well, I'm going to have to report honestly, call it how it is. Rather than take the piss out of people. Here's a fantastic question. There's Martin. Hey, hi, Martin.
Evening, mate. Hope you're doing well. I've seen your message, man, on Facebook. I've seen it. Thank you, man. How are you, Eddie here. Thank you for the super chat, man. You said, do we really see the manager getting the sack?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, man. I can't see a way in how he's the manager next year. Now, I don't know when he's going to get the sack. I don't think anyone really knows when. I'm more inclined to say it's going to be at the end of the season because, they're saying that, they're saying they're backing him in this, that, and the other. But his contract runs out end of next season. Do you know what I mean? Where's his new contract? If you're backing him so much. Big says, after the Spurs game, the LFC PPV content creators are starting to have a meltdown. Antico, been arguing since United home, he should have gone with lads. I go match after Sunday. They said, I've come to agree with you. I think a lot of people in the stadium have come round to it, in all fairness. Like, the them boos were loud.
This is a good question.
Go on then. I don't know.
Here's a question for Shano. Who was worse, Arne Slot this season or Giovanni Trapattoni in Ireland? Tough call. Look, I mean, I know we're all on the bandwagon of criticising Arne Slot, and only when it's due, we call it how it is. Trapattoni was brutal for Republic of Ireland, so Trapattoni.
Ant Dico wishes you a happy Paddy's Day.
Thank you, Ant.
Bon says Slot can't turn this around, and JD Quinn has asked us twice, why wait?
I think he might have thought that it didn't go through the first time. Welcome,
Nah.
JD Quinn. Is he new, I think?
I don't know. I think I've seen that name before.
Yeah.
It's just a bit weird, isn't it, when YouTube have gone back to people's usernames instead of like the thing, it mixes it all up. The whole waiting thing, like for me, I don't know if you guys have seen that video I did today about Richard Hughes.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's all tied into that, me.
Yeah.
Like, I really do. Richard Hughes is sporting director. I think Slot's his man. So I think if it's not true that Richard Hughes is going to Saudi, I think Richard Hughes knows that if Slot goes, he goes.
I was watching that. I watched Garrett as well and Cop Bites of Anfield, just so I could kind of get different, because I've not really been tuned in, to be honest with you, to what's been going on. Or it's not a case that I haven't been tuned in. I've been kind of like, saying shit. But with Richard Hughes, if that is true, we have serious, and also Edwards apparently is looking to leave, or there's been rumors that he's leaving as well. If it's true, that how many sporting directors is that now? So we had Edwards, we had Julian Ward, we had Schmacka, and then we have Edwards and Hughes coming back, and now they're both leaving. So the journalists didn't ask that, and this is my problem with anyone that covers Liverpool Football Club, whether it's the main guys and the journalists, they don't ask these questions. Edwards, the first thing I'd be saying, why did you leave us? Why are you back? Do you know what I mean? I'd be asking questions. Well, why did Ward take over and then all of a sudden leave? I think who else? There was someone else that took over from him and he left. So, like, if it's true, that there's something seriously, and I'm not trying to trivialize or make this dramatic, but you can't say to me that if Hughes and Edwards are leaving and Slot is doubtful because of the season we've had, you can't say that, things are grand. There's something seriously wrong.
No. The thing is as well, though, that I kind of, since I've done that video, sometimes I always think maybe I should sit on something for a little bit and think about it a bit more, because then I get other ideas after I've done the video. Do you not think it's funny that we've not heard anything from anyone associated with the club about this Richard Hughes thing? It's all coming from Saudi. Now, is that because they've been told by the club that it's legit, but you can't cover it because of the situation at the club right now?
Well, you see, this is where, I question the integrity of those that are covering Liverpool. I mean, they go on about YouTube and going on about, YouTubers or content creators that cover Liverpool, that it's toxic and it's this and it's that and it's futile. Well, it's really not, because people are sick and tired of hearing the same shit from different people regurgitating the same shite. I mean, if you were in high school or if you were in a college and you came up with a thesis that was copied by someone else, you'd be done for plagiarism. But with Liverpool journalism, it is the same regurgitated shit. Maybe change your wording in here and wording there, and that's what us supporters are getting. So to get another spin on things isn't clickbait, isn't rage baiting. It's, well, let's use our fucking heads here. Like when we look at Trent and rumors of him going to Real Madrid, the people that did the most talking was Spain.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. That's exactly what was happening as well. So they knew as well for a long time, and it's the whole Canate thing again for me as well regarding that. I just want to pull up this comment here from Martin about going all in Alonso, and he mentions Sebastian Hoeneß. That's a player. That's a manager I've been talking about, the Stuttgart manager. again, as I say, back when Klopp first left, Sebastian Hoeneß was the coach that matched the metrics more of a Jurgen Klopp replacement than anybody else. That's going back a few years now, obviously, isn't it? So yeah, I think that's not a bad shout in all fairness, Martin. But I do think eventually he'll probably end up at Bayern Munich because his uncle or someone in family is the president of Bayern Munich. So I think that's where he'll end up at some point if he don't come anywhere else. David says, Happy St. Patrick's Day. Big hello from Galway.
Galway, oh wow.
Slot needs to go ASAP. I agree with that.
Adam, you need to go to Galway. Galway's such a great city.
Whereabouts is it?
The west of Ireland.
Oh, the far side.
Oh my God, it's cracking. And the women, oh.
Eddie says, surely FSG can go over Edwards and Hughes. You'd think so, mate, wouldn't you? As it's their business, but I think obviously Edwards is being put in place to be the football CEO, so it all comes down to him. And this is where the rubber hits the road, where he's hired his friends. He's hired Richard Hughes, who's a friend of his, going all the way back to, is it Portsmouth or Bournemouth? One of them, innit? So they've known each other for years. So
I think it's safe to say that FSG are happy to just kind of put the feet up, and they're kind of like, I suppose, most landlords, absentee landlords that just sit about and just, let the running of the club go to someone else's hands. And that's okay. But in these situations, you got to step in.
Spectre says for him, it's Alonso or Nagelsmann. Plus the sporting director should go to Tim Steigen. He worked with Alonso at Bayer Leverkusen. This is the thing, though, again, where, like, with it being a World Cup year, Nagelsmann would have to wait till after the Germany got kicked out of the World Cup. And we're already going to be struggling as is with a pre-season and everything like that. Like, this is why I would have done it months ago.
So would I.
This is why I would have brought in someone months ago, because they've had, they might not have had all the time in the world to do what they needed to do and everything like that regarding setting up a new system and everything, but they would have had a bit of time and to be able to assess who they could use, who they couldn't use, this, that, and the other. But no, it looks like we're going to have to wait till the end of the season. Thank you again, Jen, for gifting another membership. I'm not sure who got that one. Who got that one?
Jen, what a legend. I love that girl.
Kopek 401. That's who got that one. So thank you again, Jen, for that. Spectre, FSG originally wanted Tim Steigen as sporting director before we hired Boy George, Klopp's best mate. Okay. Oh, yeah. Is he the guy with like the bob, like the hair that comes down? Isn't he at West Ham? Or was at West Ham?
Schmacker.
No, Tim Steigen from Bayer Leverkusen. I'm sure he was at West Ham. I'm sure he was. I don't know. I'm sure he was. Martin says again that he only mentions Hoeneß because he'd heard a few whispers of buffing concrete. Yeah, man. Good one. He's good that. Alternative said I'm told he's gone from BBC Merseyside, Saudi Arabia. It's his dad, isn't it? I'm not sure who it is, mate. I'm not sure. I'm not. Again, you might be right. It's either his dad or it's his uncle or something that's in chat. That's like one of the presidents at Bayern Munich. Jen says all this rumours and speculations all well and good, but we need change now, not after. Again, I agree with that.
It goes back to what.
Thank you, Doug, mate. Thank you.
What's his face? Sorry, what's his face? I don't mean to be calling you what's his face. JD Quinn says, "Why wait?" And I agree. Why wait?
Yeah. Lost where I'm up to now. It's his uncle, Uli Hoeneß. Yeah, that's it. Kevin says, "Good evening." Evening, mate. Even doing well. Happy Paddy's Day from Jen and Alternative. Sporting 3-3. Another Paddy's Day. Kevin, understatement, Slotto getting stick. Alternative, no energy. We need a new manager bounce. We do indeed. Rag Muffin. Aye, lads. Would be calling for Alonso if he wasn't a former Red. He's still relatively inexperienced. See, that's not.
I'm not sure that's true.
No, I He has done. He did good stuff at Bayer Leverkusen.
Mm-hmm.
He went all season unbeaten. I think he won the Bundesliga for the first time there in a while. He then went to Madrid, and he didn't. This is the thing that people. I'm not aiming this at you, Ragmuffin, but people think that because he lost his job in less than a year at Madrid, he did rubbish.
Yeah,
but he didn't. He was 4 points behind Barcelona. The only reason why he got sacked is because he fell out of favour with the players because he was demanding too much from them in their eyes. Like this, and this is why I don't think Jurgen Klopp would go to Real Madrid. Can you imagine? Right, lad, you got to run a bit more for me. I don't think so.
I don't think Klopp would ever go back to managing. So I'll nip that bit in the bud. But Real Madrid, yeah, I mean, it may be one of the best clubs in the world and certainly European loyalty. But yeah, I wouldn't take that job.
Happy Paddy's Day from Kevin. Big says, I get a feeling we might end up with Fabregas. Again, he's another manager. Like, he's doing the same ticky-tacky stuff that they've all been known for. Como are doing well in Italy. Like, yeah, I think it wouldn't be a bad shout to get Fabregas. But again, going back to what Ragmuffin said, I think Fabregas is even more inexperienced than Alonso. So we'll see. Bon, I think it's more likely that the manager doesn't want to come until the summer. There is that as
Alonso.
well.
Yeah.
There is that as well. Like, imagine if Alonso comes in, doesn't do great, and he's then like, well, actually, I don't even know.
Am I the only person?
I think we all... Huh?
No, I'm just wondering, guys, and the chat can maybe ask me this or answer this. Am I the only one that's worried about if we wait until the end of the season, we have to get a new coach, we have to get a rebuild, some more players, all of this on a World Cup summer? Does that not scare the living bejesus out of you? Because it does me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Again, something we've got to bear in mind as well if we do make a change, the lack of time you're going to get to implement what you want. JD Quinn says, I think they should hire an elite manager, allow him to call the shots and shove the sporting director his king model. I don't think that's going to happen, mate, but I get what you're saying. I don't think that's going to happen at all.
I don't, especially under these owners. I can't see it happening, and that's not a dig at them or anything. But I think now sporting directors is a thing that will stay. So I can't see that happening.
Yeah. Cranky says evening. Alternative says Hughes is going to Saudi. He then calls us sausages. Spectre says yes, he was at West Ham but left because Moisey at the time wanted more control of transfers. So German fella Tim Stegen left, then still out of a job. Okay, cool, man. We'll see. Thank you, Kevin. Eddie says he should have gone Sunday night or yesterday morning. Appreciate that, Jen. Thank you so much. Red Raw, massive summer for us, especially with the World Cup, which could have a big impact on our performance next season.
Massive, yeah.
Agree. And Sean, you've seen the Paddy's Day celebrations here in Liverpool, literally like being in Dublin.
Well, I mean, this is the thing. There's such a massive Irish community. I mean, my sister, well, she lives in Southport, so, and her daughter and her hubby to be, they all live there. So, I mean, but there's such a massive Irish community there. But I didn't see any. I didn't see any celebrations.
Jack Minshall. Can't understand the frustration around the season for Liverpool fans, but surely a title gives you a season's grace. If they got shot of slot now or early in the campaign, the board would have lost. So what else it says? Credibility, and therefore the club would have be a proxy and would look odd to non-Liverpool fans, as I am. I guess that's probably the outlook that the not the outlook. What's the word I'm looking for? The
view.
The view that Liverpool has with rival fans and stuff is that We're not one of those clubs like Chelsea United, which is again something that we've said before. I just think for me though, it's the lack of we've had the same issues all season, and some of them as well go back to last season. Do you know what I mean? Some of them go back to after we'd won the title last year.
But here's the thing: if we're talking about the credibility of being a title winner, right, and that maybe that should give him a little bit of grace and whatever, and to stay on as head coach to try and turn things around. Number one, you got to see progress. And
that's what I was trying to say. Yeah.
Number two, what about the set piece coach? How has he not had the same luxury and the same pass as Arne Slot? He's a title winning coach. And he wasn't a set piece coach last season. So do you know what I mean? Like, he won't be the first, and he certainly won't be the last title winning coach to lose a job. Mourinho did it. Van Gaal did it. You know.
Well, yeah. I mean, but again, though, I guess that's what Jack's getting at, is that we don't want to be like them clubs, and I understand that point, and I am wary of becoming like that. But again, going back to what you said earlier on, it's just fact that we've not seen any progress. We've got the same mistakes all season long. There's not, and again, if you are in a season of transition, surely there has to be some progress of that transition, because, as you've said earlier on, like, we're going into a summer where there's going to be a World Cup, this, that, and the other. He's not going to have as much time. It is a tough one, and like I said to my video the other day, like, it is a bit weird and a bit hard that we've got a manager that's won us our second Premier League title. Like, if you put it down, like, he won us our second Premier League title. If I was just to say it, because I'm a 90s kid, fuck all the other league titles that we've won, right? I don't even know what they were called, right? I've only seen Liverpool win 2 league titles, and he's done one, and Jurgen Klopp did the other one. But I have no connection to Arne Slot. I don't know if that's just down to personalities with Klopp and Slot or whatever, but I really don't care what happens with Slot. And I think it's because of the way he's alienated certain players as well. I can't abide how he spoke about Calvin Ramsey, and Calvin Ramsey don't even really get a game, and it's not someone that is probably going to be at the club next season. But
certainly not after that. And I mean, go on.
I just can't abide the way he spoke about him, especially when he's supposed to be one of these managers that, supposedly is good with young players.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I think that's a very good point to make. And also the fact, like, if you want to talk about the Liverpool way is not throwing your players on the bus. But Marley, will you not cough up a hairball when I'm talking, please? Thank you. Sorry.
Gavin says, keep your eyes and ears open, Oliver Hunis. Jen asks, are we doing a watch-along tomorrow? Can do. Depends. I might be free. I should be free. I can do it, maybe. What time is it? What time is it?
Hold on till I check.
So I'm not working rest of the week, but I am out at some point tomorrow. If it's at 5:30 again, I'm not too sure.
No, it's 8 o'clock.
All right, I should be fine. There'll be one that happens tomorrow. Spectre, is Sean opposing inside? How great he is on the side. That's straightforward. What? Are you pausing like this instead of like this? I don't know.
I don't know what I'm pausing.
Exactly, Sean R plus preseason as well. Massive disruptions from Martin. World Cup, all targets will be more expensive too, which is good. Gavin, for me, get Alonso now. Last 9 games, he can judge the squad. Agreed. That's like every team, not just Liverpool. Kevin acknowledging a few people. Something big has to change, says Carl. Sean, it's my birthday today. Happy birthday, mate. What a day to be born. St. Patrick's Day. I'm made up.
Happy birthday, Sean. Happy birthday.
Staff turnover. Jen asks, when is enough enough?
Yeah, agree.
Jack. Ant says, genuine question, lads. Do you think we lose both games this week? He's sacked while it's the international break. Yes.
Well, let's look at it this way. So I'm trying to go back to what we had predicted, which we got absolutely slated over, by the way. So the next game is Brighton.
Well, we've got Galatasaray tomorrow.
Yeah, no, I know that. I reckon we'll probably draw that game or lose.
Tomorrow?
That's what I reckon. Tomorrow. You have us down as losing against Brighton.
100%.
And I'm the same.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether Martin is the same. I'll just double check.
For me, I think, right? I think there's a chance tomorrow where we actually win the game, but they are going to score. So they've already got one goal ahead of us. You know what I mean? So as it is, we need to win 2-0 tomorrow to go through.
Yeah.
If they score a goal tomorrow, we need to score 3. When was the last time we scored 3 goals in a game against a decent side? Do you know what I mean?
Against a decent side. I'm glad you put that in. I'm trying to see what Martin had put for the Brighton game. But I mean, we're pretty much similar in terms of the points that we're going to get, or what we think we're going to get in the remaining couple of games. The Galatasaray are not going to be any walkover. They're just not going to be a walkover. They've a spring in their step, coming into this, and they know our weakness, and they're up against a team that are in very, very poor form and have not been really in anything else other than poor form. Even when we win a game, it's a poor game. So, like, I think Martin had said, he's also gone for a loss.
Yeah.
He's also gone for a loss for the Brighton game. I don't know too much whether he thinks that Galatasaray are going to do a job on us.
I haven't reminded anyone yet, guys, but just remember to hit that like button when you're coming in. We've got over nearly 40 people watching and only 19 likes. Let's see if we can get it up a little bit more.
Can I also do a bit of a plug as well?
Yeah, go on.
So some of you may or may not know that I have a store, and it was on Redbubble. SD Designs 2020. SD Designs 2020. I've had an issue with Redbubble, and the account has been taken down. So over the weekend, my first website ever, I have set up a website called sddesigns2020.com. If any of you want to have a look at it, look at the store. It's on Printify. I've made sure that the prices are not as high as what they were with Redbubble. So if you want to check it out, do. If you don't, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I gotta say.
Sorry, mate. I was just reading some stuff. No, guys, go check it out. Sean has made a decent website there. To be fair, there's some links and everything on there as well. So make sure you go check it out and fuck Redbubble. Alternative FM issues stem back to January 2025. I agree with that. They've been going on for a while. Ant says playing with tennis balls in training. Spec says, I know one thing that can fix this mini crisis. AKM becomes the coach. Sean can be our sporting director, and everything will be fine with that outcome.
I think it'd be the other way around. I think Adam would have a far better knowledge of what players to go for than me. But then again, me as a head coach,
I'll just do both. I'll just be like Alex Ferguson.
You might just do both. All right, Martin. Thanks for dropping in.
Steve, okay, so we get Alonso in, start the season with 5 wins, then lose 8 out of 12. What happens then? Devil's advocate time.
Sack Alonso.
No.
Trust the process. Isn't that what they say?
It depends, mate, because if there's signs of like improvement and stuff like that, then like don't get me wrong, like if there were signs that there was any sort of improvement with Slot's team this season, I wouldn't be after sacking him because I'm like, I can see what he's trying to do. yes, we've got a bit of injuries. Yes, we've got a bit of this, that, and the other. But I can see what he's trying to do. I can see he's trying new things. Whereas it's the same shit every game. So that's where I fall down a little bit with Slot. That Ant says that the Galatasaray fans have turned up in Liverpool. Ragmuffin, do we know exactly what Edwards does for the club? Is he just somebody who has to answer to, or is he involved in the commercial side of things? I don't know what he does on a day to day, but I remember pulling up like the hierarchy pyramid or whatever, and he is the FSG. He's a CEO of FSG Football,
yeah,
which is Liverpool, because he ain't another club. So he is like, I would say Michael Edwards is the go-between between the people who run Liverpool and FSG. That is how I would see how that works. I think there's been rumours that he has got involved with a few things, i.e. talking to Alonso and everything. What the fuck is that?
It's not Tiger Lily.
No, it's my footrest. Slot has lost it. He does not have the Klopp factor or his passion, says Jen. Gavin says Hughes, Slot, Edwards out. Alonso in, Klopp in as the same role as he's doing at Leipzig. I don't know if he'd do it. I think he'd work under FSG, mate. I don't know. Ant says, see, Isak was back in training today individually on the grass. That's good. Milner's scoring 100% against us. Kevin clopped at the bar for us. Slot never touched it. Yeah, to a certain extent, I'd say, yeah. Ant says their fans are there in numbers. Aren't they banned from the stadium?
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Well, they'll just be outside Anfield. What, they're causing a ruckus and firing fireworks off and shit.
No.
Bond says, I'm a big believer. What a manager or players done last season is history. We have to judge the players and the manager in the here and now. Agreed.
Spectre, I mean, I wouldn't even mind Bond, and I don't know. I don't understand how alien that is to other people for other people to realize that. But that's in every fucking walk of life. Every walk of life.
Just scrolling down to bottom. Bye, Jen. Hope you have a good evening. And Martin as well, man. Have a good evening, mate. Just if you're still here, mate, have a good evening. Spectre says, why hasn't there been a Champions League final in Ireland? Something has to happen eventually for Shauno's sake, while Shauno handing trophy towards Van Dijk to lift good old big ears in the Irish crowd.
There was the UEFA one.
I was about to say there was one in Dublin, wasn't there?
It was in Dublin, yeah. That wasn't the year that I think was the year that Liverpool lost against Atalanta.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Because I was trying to get tickets. I was going to.
Yeah, I think we both were. Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Alternative is interested to see what the team is tomorrow. Well, we're going to come to that when I've caught up on the comments.
See you, Jen.
Bon says they won't have fans there tomorrow. Miscuse is here. Ranieri got the sack the next season after winning the league. So winning the league is an excuse to keep a manager if they've destroyed a team. Gavin says no Gala fans at Anfield. Liverpool fans not going same as they did on Sunday. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Paul. I don't know. Slot, apparently I've done so many wrong things. Loss to both. Same. Do you think all the journalists will come out of the woodwork if all three leave? Oh, yeah, man. Like, within 5 minutes of it being announced that Slot sacked this, that, and the other, they'll all be like, well, this is an article about why this happened and everything that's been going on behind the scenes for the past 6 months. Do you know what I mean? Like,
we knew about this. We were just
we knew about this. Like, yeah, I'm in the know. Like, come on. This is my notepad, Nick. I've been taking notes for months.
Look, I wrote this about 2 months ago.
Ant says, Gav, they are literally all here in Liverpool. Shauno, I want a Miss Scoozy t-shirt. I've said goodbye to Martin. Where are we up to? SD Designs. Shauno has given up his hunting ground for females.
They've
Spectre
given up
says,
on me, Kevin.
did you guys see that local journalist Chris Williams calling out another clique of journalists helping out the club for PR and getting free access for exclusive interviews with individuals at the club? I did indeed, and I saw someone's reaction to that. I can't remember who it was, but I did see people's reaction to that. Yeah, interesting. I'll send it to you, Shauna.
I'll be interested in seeing that. Would I be surprised what comes up on that?
No. Alternative says, I think Alonso will get us back on track. Ant says they are outside our hotel, apparently massive flares, displaying fireworks. I don't know what Kevin said. Oh, right, yeah, in regards to that, yeah. Don't worry, Kevin. 3,000 tickets were on genuine sale Sunday morning. What does that tell you? Evening Stav. Ian King, the drop-off has been ongoing for a whole calendar year. The word on the grapevine, slot to Ajax. Ant Dico Sporting a win 4-0. Nice. So, I'm all caught up. Make sure you hit the like button, guys. I'm just going to... I don't know how to show this because it's technically behind a paywall, but do I just fuck it? Because I can't be asked. So basically, anyway, they've got people on the Athletic. They're calling tomorrow's game the biggest game of Arne Slot's season, and what team he should pick for the game tomorrow against Galatasaray. And all the journalists have got their teams written down on who they should play, this, that, and the other. It's behind a paywall. I don't know if to show it or not. I really don't. Can I save the image? I can save images. Okay, never mind. I'll do it this way. If you could fill the dead air, please, Sean.
Yeah, guys, be sure to check out Sean Leonard Art, our sponsors there. If anyone wants to join our VIP members, they get behind the scenes videos, uncut videos, plus they are also part of our monthly draw, where you can be in with a chance of winning a lovely illustration from Sean Leonard Art. Be sure to check him on Instagram and on Facebook. Our membership is only $1.99 to $2.99 per month. What would that get you? Not even a cup of tea, not even a Greg's fucking sausage roll, which are the best.
Right, I've got them all loading up now. Evening, David Compton. Hope you're doing well, man. Tariq, is that how you say that name? Sorry,
Tariq 1700. Welcome to the channel, Tariq.
He's going to play the usual, probably, mate, 100%. Right, so this is the team that James Pearce has gone with for tomorrow. He's gone with Alisson, Frimpong, Kanate, Van Dijk, Kirkez, Jones, Holding, with Grav and Szoboszlai as the eights, Salah, Ekitike, Wirtz. That'd be interesting to see Salah playing on that side. I don't think we've ever seen Salah play that side. So that'd be quite interesting to see that happen.
Very interesting, James. I'm pleasantly surprised. Pleasantly surprised. I don't like you very much, but I'm pleasantly surprised.
The next one is this one. So pretty much the same back line, but with a midfield diamond with two strikers. So we've Grav, Szoboszlai, Jones, Wirtz behind Salah and Ekitike. What are your thoughts on that one?
That's really bizarre. I think that might work. I think that might work.
I do as well a little bit. That's the one that I'm more inclined to go with. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I like that.
Back to the midfield.
And I think that
midfield is so open.
I think that might benefit Salah more as well. I think he might have a better game that way.
This one is Andy Jones. So he's obviously gone with Gakpo in on the left with Salah. That's pretty much like the most... In all fairness, guys, if we're all being perfectly honest with each other, that right there is probably the team that's going to play tomorrow.
Yeah.
That is probably the team that's going to play tomorrow. Simon Hughes, again, he's gone with a diamond midfield, pretty much exactly the same as what the other person went with.
Queeveen O'Neill.
I do like that. I do like that.
I'm going to write down Queeveen O'Neill's name there because I'm actually quite impressed with that. lineup.
And then Greg Evans has gone with that one. So Salah down the middle with Ekatike on the wing and Wirtz on the other.
That could work too. That could
Because
work.
if you remember reading one of Paul Joyce's articles, the plan was apparently initially to have Isak down the middle and Ekatike on the left.
Yeah.
So could be. So
do you reckon Wirtz would be where Salah was on the right?
Yeah. Kevin says that Chris Williams let the cat out of the bag. Spectre, the biggest game for Slot season tomorrow, according to journalists, yet they say Slot is safe, double standards, hypocrites. Exactly, man. Spectre, bad news, Pierce got more ball knowledge than Slot ball, hilarious. Alternative, I agree, Spectre, that Redmen TV guy Maction is an arse licker.
He doesn't like, Paul Mason doesn't like me too much. And I'm okay with that.
Ragmuffin says Duncan Oldham has just said that Slot and his agent have been called to a high level meeting. If that, I would say that I think whoever's said that to Dunk, they believe they're telling the truth. They're telling the truth. If that is the truth, then I think Slot's getting his marching orders. I don't know when he says that meeting's happening. I've not watched it. I don't know.
That could be.
If that meeting is scheduled for after tomorrow,
yeah, that's what
he is getting his marching orders.
Yeah,
100%. Or he's being basically told, this is your timeline.
I don't even think. No, I think he's so far.
It's the fact his agent's going.
I think he's so far past the timeline. It's like a fucking alternative fucking universe in the Marvel universe. The timeline is like this. It's not even. He's so far past the timeline. He's on borrowed time.
Yeah. Where's Macca? Notice all lineups start off Sabozat right back.
Yeah, exactly.
100% gap post slots lover. Ian King conceding 40 goals, losing 9 league games, offering a I can't pronounce that word. Derisory plus 9 goal difference is nothing short of impudent. It's only March. Sorry, I have had a drink today. Ineptitude, that's the word. Spectre, why does Paul Mission dislike Mr. Balls Deep Sean? I will let Sean talk to about
that. Well, do you want me to talk about that? So Paul Mason would have been fairly critical, along with other people, of Fenway We Come Not to Pay. And when I left Fenway We Come Not to Pay and felt, a lot of stuff was done and a lot of negativity, whatever. But I disappeared, and I heard him. He was talking to someone, a mutual friend, let's say. I won't mention his name. But he basically asked, where's Shano these days? And I was going to a Legends game, which happened to be the day that they were in Dublin. And this was Sven Goran Eriksson's time as Liverpool manager for the Legends, which was a lovely day. But he says, he's taken up our tickets, taking up the locals' tickets and stuff. But I don't think he ever liked me, because I did speak out. I don't think he's ever liked anybody that is questioning the owners. I made a bit of a balls out of explaining that, but yeah.
No, that's fine. Steve says the meeting is supposed to be on Friday. Interesting. Alternative says if it's a meeting, then could be done. And Bond says when the fans start booing the team, FSG will step in. When it starts hitting their purse strings, of course they will.
But I can't see it. I can't see it, hitting our purse strings. I did see someone talking about that. They're not go. They have their tickets, but they're not going to the games. I think someone mentioned that. They're just not interested in going to the games anymore. So there is a drop off. So maybe I think if there is a meeting on Friday, regardless of the results tomorrow or at the weekend, I think he's gone.
Yeah, sounds like it, doesn't it? I wanted to go over now into the press conference that's happened today. I know I said I didn't want to do a long one today, but we'll do this presser and then finish off by giving our predictions for tomorrow. So, as usual, Slot likes to give absolutely humongous answers to the simple of questions. So, bear with me. So, he was asked about Isak and Gomez. And he said that Isak's not available. Gomez will be decided tomorrow. He can't train today. He had too many issues after the last game, although he had the issues after Galatasaray. It wasn't the plan to play him against Tottenham, but Ibu felt his hamstring and didn't want to risk him. He's going to try tomorrow, is Joe, and the fact that you see Alex on the pitch shows he's getting closer. But he will not be available on Saturday either. There's no time scale for Isak. If you have done months on the individual session, it's quite a step up to train with the team, and that is the step up to play in the Premier League and then the Champions League, is what he said about that. On the game, he said, we've already played them twice and lost twice. The good thing is we play at home and have support of our fans. What I liked after we conceded the 1-1, the players showed immediately the commitment they had, and they sprinted back to stop a Tottenham counter and then sprinted forward on the counter. There haven't been many games where we have been outworked or not created as many chances as the opposition. I'm 100% sure our fans will be as they always are, especially on a European night. Some of this English is so bad to read. There needs to be commas and shit. Do you know what I mean? On Liverpool fans being restless, he said, it's never nice. They are frustrated as fans. Aren't frustrated after you win. What? It's never nice. They are frustrated as fans aren't frustrated after you win. What sentence is that? Why would you be frustrated after? Oh my fucking God. You are frustrated and disappointed when you don't win. Yeah, of course. And when I came here, I was told this club was different and the fans will support the manager for a long time. If it's true the fans are restless, I don't feel it at all. I must have done a lot of things wrong then. That's never a nice feeling to have. What?
What? No shit, Sherlock.
Right, hold on. No. Is he having a dig here at the fans? Let me just read this again. Can we just read this again? When I came here, I was told this club was different. The fans will support the manager for a long time. Agreed, right? If it's true that the fans are restless, I don't feel it at all. I must have done a lot of things wrong then, and that's not a nice feeling to have. You don't feel what? The support.
He doesn't feel that there's criticism, maybe.
Maybe. It was asked if he has done anything wrong. And he says, I did something wrong with the team when we won the league, and some things which I did wrong in hindsight. All the decisions I have made are to help the team win. All right, someone's put 50p in you, haven't they? On Galatasaray, he says, if there's an impact between playing at home or away, we have to show tomorrow. History and this season have shown we are stronger at home than away. We completely deserve to be in this round. We beat Madrid here, Atletico here, Inter and Marseille. We can look at the goal we conceded versus Tottenham and think everything is going against us, or we think we deserve to be in this round. We are working extremely hard to make sure the details are in our favour and not in the favour of Galatasaray like last time. Word salad. On You'll Never Walk Alone. It's a beautiful song, and that immediately gives us the right vibe. My complete focus is on preparing the players as best I can, making sure we give ourselves a big chance of winning the game, working incredibly hard to get the result we need. If you want to look at it, we always feel we have the support of the fans. We never feel we walk alone, and we won't feel that tomorrow. Sometimes you feel a bit alone as a manager when you walk in and you've lost. but the players and staff members and supporters and family members are always there to support you in the first minutes after the game. I've never felt alone here, not 1 minute. Oh, that's okay then. Cool. On whether if he feels the pressure or not, he says, of course I feel the pressure. We all feel the pressure. In this industry, every single day there's pressure. We are working at a beautiful club, all right, Brendan, with great history, and we can achieve quarterfinals of the Champions League. It's also nice to have this pressure, as it would otherwise mean we are out or at a lower level. We embrace this pressure.
Under pressure.
That's exactly what I was thinking. On Kanate, he says he's back 100%. He's declared fit completely. So sounds like Kanate is playing tomorrow. On the difference of the running stats against Tottenham, so obviously Tottenham ran more than we did at the weekend. He says it shows how much we had the ball. Doesn't concern me at all. I saw us sprinting back in the last minutes. In general, we sprint back when it's needed in most situations. Now he talks about Jamie Carragher. We still got everyone here. Is everyone fucked off yet? No. Okay. Ricky Sarr. I haven't seen you around for a long while, man.
Rookie.
Hope you're doing well, pal. Hope you're doing well. Where are we up to?
Alternative is like that grammar is atrocious.
Really is. So on Carragher's comments yesterday about Liverpool being a team of individuals, he says, I haven't seen what Jamie Carragher said. I agree with a lot of things that Jamie has said across this season, but this time I disagree from what he said. It wouldn't be weird this season if the players had given up against Spurs, but they didn't. A team of individuals that doesn't work together doesn't show that resilience after their 120th setback this season. All right. Someone's exaggerating a little bit, aren't they? Again, he goes that we are always the same unit we agree with, but that comes from not playing many times together. It's not like we are 11 individuals. I completely disagree. But if he means we are not perfect together, then he's right. The connections aren't as strong yet as players who have played together for a long time. Well, yeah, because you keep giving them fucking days off, lad.
Yeah, fucking train them. Train them.
The fact that it came out, didn't it, that some of the players are doing extra sessions because they don't think they're doing enough.
And Slabasai saying people need to wake up.
Yeah. Someone's put here, Arne Slot's press conference went from brilliantly calm and articulate to just totally naive and arrogant. We are shit, and he acts like we are the best thing since Barca 10-11 and can do no wrong. Oh, fuck!
I wouldn't even mind. He went on to say that he agrees with a lot of what Carragher has said, but he couldn't say publicly that he agreed with it. So if Carragher is critical of Slot, which he has been throughout the whole fucking season, what does that fucking say about the head coach?
I know, man.
If he fucking agrees with it, the criticism, then what are we doing? What are we doing?
I know, man. Again, like I said earlier, like the whole fight, that presser to me when I watched it earlier sounds like a manager that knows his time's coming to an end. Do you know what I mean? It's very defensive.
Sorry, I'm just reading Spectre's thing, and I'm just thinking of what I sent to you there the other day. Spectre says, "If I ever hear another Slot quote, I'm going to bolt out of the window." I did a lovely skit, a video that I sent to Adam and Martin.
The lightsaber one.
The lightsaber, yeah. Oh man, it's fucking hilarious.
Ricky Sarr says, as much as the manager has a lot to answer, the players have been absolutely disgraced.
Yeah.
They have done, man. They have. He also says, I'm not one for sacking managers unless it's almost impossible not to. Slot has a lot to answer to, but let's not let the players get away with it because they have been an absolute disgrace. No, yeah. Again, I agree, mate. I agree. Yeah, man. I guess let's just finish off then by talking about tomorrow's game. We don't have to go too deep into it and stuff, but I'd be shocked if we go through tomorrow.
So would I.
Sorry. I just think that I'm watching game already. I think that we won't keep a clean sheet and we're not going to score enough goals. And I think as well, if I have not watched Dunk's video, I'll go watch it after we finish this. But if that's legit, what people are saying, that it's going to be Friday, that there's a meeting apparently booked in place, it sounds like his days are done, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? If that's true, you know.
Something that's after kind of dawning on me is that, and I don't like to even fucking say this, but could it be contract talks?
Yeah.
Can you imagine? We're all waiting on Friday. Oh, it's happening. It's happening. Arne Slot has signed a 5-year contract with Liverpool. Or maybe Arne Slot thinks he is, and he's getting the sack. I don't know.
I've just put a quick poll up before we end the stream. What did I write? If will Slot get sacked if we go out? Yes or no? That's what I've put up.
I'm going with yes. Because I think the only thing that is keeping him in the job is the promise of winning number 7. And we are in we have no right to talk about a Champions League final when we struggle against a relegating a team that are in a relegation battle, and teams that have been promoted from last season we've struggled with. So I don't think, you know.
Am I right in saying as well, though, that like that if we go through, we will end up probably playing PSG?
I don't know. Since this new format, I haven't a fucking clue what's happening. Not a clue. Not a clue.
Ricky says, could it be that they're saying they're not renewing? Ideal world is that we get top 4 and they allow him to leave and make it look like he's walked on his own terms. Not bad. Yeah, we do play PSG. Fuck it, let's just go out now. Can't be arsed. Fuck it. You don't get a fucking participation medal for going to quarterfinals. Let's just fucking end it now. I don't want to get humiliated by PSG. Do you know what I mean? Fuck that.
We're already humiliated. I mean, the whole season's been an absolute shite fest. I mean, it's been so poor, and we're lucky that the standard has dropped something fierce in the Premier League, because there's no way that with the form we have had, even in the so-called unbeaten form when we were drawing fucking games, there's no way that we should be near 5th spot. And that's not me taking a piss, or Adam. He's just filling water in his flask. But Biggs reckons that if we get through, it's going to be a rugby score.
100%.
I
don't want to see that shit. Like, you know what I mean? What we're gonna go? We'll go through against Galatasaray. We'll play PSG, get beat 6-0, then get beat 7-0, and then just to sit there and go Slot like having a fucking wank on that desk, being like, "Oh, I love PSG. I'd love to play like PSG." Ooh.
I mean, I don't understand people talking about, you know, if we win the Champions League final, what in the Lord Jesus Christ has given you any sort of inkling that we are within distance, or we are even close to winning a Champions League with this season? No.
Fuck knows, mate. He's a fucking moron if he thinks that's happening, I swear to God.
No, not Slot. I'm talking about there are fans and there
are... Oh, fuck them as well. They're fucking morons as well.
Do you know what I mean? I'm talking about that, and it's just not happening.
Anyone thought we were going to win Champions League this season needs testing. But sorry, I don't give a fuck. Honestly, I don't care anymore, mate. Honestly. What did I say to you the other day? Like, I'll say it on here. I don't care, but like,
no, do you?
I said the other day, guys. I said, I sent a voice note to Sean and Martin, and I said, I tell you what, if this continues and Arne Slot's still the manager next year, I'm deleting my YouTube channel because I can't be asked anymore.
You're not deleting the channel. But what I do get what you're saying. It is a fucking shit fest. It really is, and people go to an awful lot of bother of getting their Sky packages, their TNT packages, going over, getting tickets and what have you, having to pay hospitality, paying an arm and a leg to do that. You know.
Sorry, Steve says he'll go for a test it morning. Funny, man, funny. Ricky says, in fairness, we were terrible when we won it in 05. How on God's earth was fucking Yosemite won a Champions League Lions medal? What about did you miss Traore?
Fucking Harry Q. Harry fucking Q.
I need to find that skit. I don't know where I'm going to find it. Of what's he called? The guy who does the voices in that. He did one of Steven Gerrard when he was leaving Liverpool, and he was
yeah, of course.
And he was saying like the person's listing off some players. Like, I'm going to list off some people now that you've played with, and he's like Salif Diao, El Hadj Diouf, Anthony Letakale, and stuff like that. It's going on through them all, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm gone here. I'm gone because yeah. I've given everything to this club, and I've played with some absolute shite."
Darren Farley. Spectre says Darren Farley.
Yeah, I need to find that one. It's funny as fuck, that video. It's like an 8-minute long video. It's funny. Right, guys. I'm going to go because I have kind of like got a bit better the longer we've gone on with the stream and stuff. But I did say I was only going to do an hour today, and we've done a little bit longer than an hour. So thank you, everybody that's come on. I appreciate all the kind messages as well that you've given with what I've said earlier on in the stream. So I appreciate every single one of you. Oh, wow. Thank you, Steve. Steve's dropped us a tenner, basically. Thank you, Steve, for that.
Thank you, Steve.
Appreciate that so much. Yeah, there will be a watch on tomorrow night, guys. It'll probably most likely be me, and we'll see what happens. So yeah,
you'll just like, if I'm doing it, I'm just gonna be like,
yeah.
What? Oh, they fucking scored again.
If need be, mate, you can just jump on stream with me and we can just chat shit while games going on or something. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just be like,
yeah.
Are we even playing? Like, game's been over like 2 hours.
Sausage rolls. It's important to get a good sausage roll.
Do you like jelly in your pot pie, or has it got to be meat all the way? No.
Or do you like the sausage rolls that when you go and you take a bite, it all the crumbs?
Oh no, it's got to be like, I don't like the flaky ones. No. I like it when you bite into it, and it comes away. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Steve says if Adam's doing it, Mac will be man at match. Fuck that shit. Spectre says we all talk about conspiracy theories again tomorrow night. Yeah, man. Bring them. Bring your conspiracy theories. Keep me entertained tomorrow night because I'm going to be fucking bored. So, yeah. Anyway, guys.
I hope we're not. I hope we're wrong. I hope it's a good performance. But my prediction is, I think I agree with you, Adam. I can't see us keeping a clean sheet. It could be a draw or we could lose.
I am going to say 2 scores just because it's my channel and I can do what I want. I think it's going to be 1-1 or 2-1 to them.
So basically what I said. Yeah. I like, in other words, I can't see us winning.
Yeah, I can't either. No.
I can't see us winning.
Last question before we go, mate.
Yeah.
Is Sean really ginger?
I don't know whether I think there's parts of my beard that looks a little bit ginger. I was a blonde head kid, and then it kind of got brown and then kind of dark. So I don't know. Maybe after Turkey I'll find out, but I'm not too sure. I don't think I'm ginger, no.
Ricky Sa says he'll be optimistic and say 2-1 to us and we win on penalties. We'll see, man. We'll see. We'll be around anyway, pal, for the watch on. Again, mate, I appreciate you jumping on. I know you've not been around for a bit, and you told me why behind the scenes and everything, so that's fine. But yeah, it's nice to see your face again, mate. Right, guys, thanks for watching. Appreciate everything from everyone today. Massive shout out to Steve and Jen for the gifted memberships, and Eddie as well for also the super thanks, I think that's called, and also Steve for the super thanks. Appreciate you all, guys. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you all tomorrow night for the watch along. We'll see you then, guys.